Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen wa salatu wa salamu ala Sayyidil Anbiya'i wal Mursaleen. Amma ba'd. Fa'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Tafseer Thursday with Muallim Institute. Inshallah, we would be reading the tafsir of Surah Mulk. Remember, this is a weekly tafsir program that happens every Thursday after Salat-ul-Maghrib, Central Standard Time. The reason why I wanted to start off with Surah Mulk is because Surah Mulk has many blessings, and we want to make it common amongst the people, amongst the community, to recite the surah and to make it a habit of ourselves to recite the surah daily. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam has mentioned multiple ahadith regarding the surah. Whoever reads this surah daily or makes a habit to recite the surah frequently, then he has many blessings that will come for him on Yawm al-Qiyamah and in the grave. Inshallah, today I will just mention some hadith that came regarding the surah, and inshallah, starting next week, we will start the actual tafsir of this surah. Now, alhamdulillah, there are many people that already read the surah frequently. They read it daily or at least weekly, or how many times they read. Alhamdulillah for them. And I make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward you for that, and may He give you barakat for that. Now, even those that recite the surah sometimes wonder, what does this surah mean? Everyone wants to know that whatever they're reading, if they don't understand it, they sometimes do wonder that what does it mean? Whatever I'm reciting, what am I saying? So inshallah, we will go over that. And not only will you understand what is the meaning of this that you are reading, but also what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is actually trying to say. We can't go to the actual meaning of the tafsir because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows and the original meaning of what He's mentioning in the Quran. But whatever the mufassirun have mentioned in their books about the tafsir of the verses of the Quran, inshallah, we'll try to go over those. Now, before we start, if you guys are joining me in this live program, I request that we all make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allahumma rabbi zidni ilma, Allahumma rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. Amin ya rabbil alamin. Allahumma aftah alina hikmataka wanshur alina rahmataka ya zal jalali wal ikram. The reason why I told you guys to recite this dua is because Quran is a book with vast knowledges. It is a book that includes many sciences. So we make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that when we read this book, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala opens our heart, and that we can understand this book easily and we can comprehend it. So this Surah Mulk has two other names. The reason why it's called Surah Mulk is because of the first verse, which is Tabarak alladhi biyadihi al-mulk. Because Surah Mulk is written over there, which is why it's been named Surah Mulk. It has two other names. It has actually multiple names, but two more famous names. The first name is Surah Al-Waqiyah, not Surah Al-Waqiyah, which is after Surah Al-Rahman, but Surah Al-Waqiyah with a ya. Waqiyah means a happening, an incident. But over here, Waqiyah, it means that it's saving you, it's taking you out from the fire. And similarly, it has another name which is called Manjiyah, which has the same root letters as Nijat. So both of these names are coming, as I will mention to you the hadith, that whoever reads Surah Al-Mulk frequently and makes a habit of it, he will get Nijat, he will get freedom from the punishment of the grave. If he was a pious person, then inshallah it will raise his ranks. And if he did any sins, then this Surah Al-Mulk will act as a shield for him against those punishments. So inshallah, I will now present to you the hadiths that have came regarding this surah. The first hadith that Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam has mentioned, there is a surah in the Quran which contains 30 ayahs which kept interceding for a man until his sins are forgiven. The surah is تبارك الذي بيده الملك, meaning that in the Quran there is this one surah that will intercede for a man when he dies. It will intercede for him. If he was a pious person, it will raise his ranks. If he was a sinner, it will intercede for him. It will save him. It would go in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and say in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forgive the person because he has respected that surah and he frequently recited that surah. Another hadith, Abdullah ibn Mas'ud said, whoever reads Tabarak alladhi biyadil mulk, which is Surah Mulk, every night, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will protect him from the torment of the grave. At the time of the Messenger sallallahu alayhi wasallam, we used to call it al-mani'a, that which protects. In the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it is a surah which whoever recites it every night has done very well. So this is another hadith which tells you that whoever reads this surah will get benefits for it in the grave. If he did any sins, and we do not know how many sins we do. Not all of us are pious. Many of us do many mistakes and we are unaware of it. A lot of people think that they're very pious, but they end up doing a lot of sins. And at many points, you think that you are doing a good deed, you're going to the masjid and you're doing a good deed, but you return with many more sins that you had before. So we should read these surahs that can help us in the grave and on Yawm al-Qiyamah. Inshallah, we will continue from here next week. Stay tuned in, share it with your friends and family. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum.